devotee of Lord Jagannath by name Paramesti. He used to live in Delhi. By profession, he was a tailor. Although he was very ugly and hunchbacked, he possessed all good qualities and taken birth in a devotee family. He was a self-realized person, worshipped Lord Vishnu as his life and soul. Because he was expert in tailoring job, he was famous in Delhi up to the point of Muslim king. One day, Muslim king sent Paramesti a beautiful cloth. It was very expensive, embroidered with gold and decorated with pearls and diamonds. The king requested the Paramesti to make 2 pillows out of that cloth. So when Paramesti saw it with very beautiful designs and all these things and all, he thought it was a good opportunity and he will be paid handsomely. But when he saw the cloth, the look and feel, he felt it so nice. He thought this is suitable for Lord Jagannath. They are actually such a beautiful thing how a material person can possess. They are all meant to be offered to Lord Jagannath, the supreme person. So when the Paramesti received this cloth and when he was executing a job, at the time it was Ratha Yatra season, Lord Jagannath will be travelling from the altar to the Ratha. This is called Pahandi Vijaya. So when he finished the pillows, he was very satisfied. So since he could not travel to Jagannath Puri, he went into meditation and he was visualizing the pastime of Lord Jagannath moving from the altar, and his devotees are carrying him and placing him onto the Ratha. So when the Lord is being moved, the Lord will be hopping and there will be pillows placed every place. So he was standing there when the Lord is being taken, so visualizing everything and all. At one particular point, because of the heavy weight of Lord Jagannath, one of the pillow got bursted and everywhere cotton was flying in the air. There is a shortage of one pillow. So immediately Paramesti in his meditation handed over the one pillow of the king to Lord Jagannath, and Lord Jagannath used that in the service, and Lord Jagannath was very happy. Lord Jagannath went onto the chariot and he moved away to Ratha Yatra moved. So but when he came out of the meditation, he saw one pillow was missing. Then he could understand actually the real pillow was taken by Lord Jagannath. He was very happy that Lord Jagannath could get the best pillow what he had made. But at the next moment, he was very sorrow also. Why? Because now the king will come and ask him what happened to the other pillow. He is to justify the usage of the cloth. When he was feeling very sad, suddenly the king's soldiers had come there and asked him to present the pillows to the king. He thought, now what can be done? Let us take shelter of Lord Jagannath. Whatever happens, let it happen. He is all powerful, and if he is there as shelter to me, what can anybody do? So thinking in that way, he went to the king with one pillow. He handed over the one pillow, and the king was surprisingly asking him, what happened to the second pillow? What did you do with that? So he started explaining to him that the entire pastime, that how he went into meditation, he offered the pillow to Lord Jagannath and all. The king was talking, and the king was smiling initially, but he was becoming angry inside. He's trying to play around. He has stolen away this pillow or sold away this pillow or something like that. He was thinking. So then he said, he became irritated and he said, how it is possible? Lord Jagannath is in Puri and you are here. You are saying that Lord had come from Puri to accept your pillow. But all these things and all, Paramesti started chanting the holy name of the Lord. Then he said to the king that I am not at all fear of the death. And he started explaining the potency of Lord Jagannath. So then king was becoming more and more anger. That anger was building within him. He became so severely angry that he started scolding him, and he became very serious, and he said, remember your Ishta Devata, I'll see how your Lord is going to protect you. Put him in the jail, starve him to death, chain him up. So immediately soldiers were called, put him into a dark room, and they closed everything. So they wanted to starve him to death. See how Lord Jagannath will save him. Then Paramesti, when he went there, then he started immediately praying to Lord Jagannath. He offered various prayers. He started glorifying the qualities of Lord Jagannath. Then he saying, I am such an insignificant person. How can I know all your glories? How can I understand your bhava? Even great devotees or great yogis are hardly able to attain you. And this entire material world is universe, is your playground. Then finally he said, please protect me from the punishment of this Muslim king. Whatever you like, you may do with me, as I have no control over anything. So in this way, when he was chanting, he went into meditation. Suddenly, within his mind, the four-armed Lord appeared. When he went into meditation, he was concentrating on the form of the Lord. He gradually fell asleep. Lord Jagannath could understand the situation of Paramesti. So he is known as Patita Pavana, the deliverer. So Bhakta Vatsala. he could not tolerate the suffering of his devotee. Immediately, he reached the prison house in the Delhi where Paramesti is locked. Because of the Lord's merciful glance, Paramesti immediately was released from all the shackles and all the ropes around his arms. When he opened his eyes, he saw Lord Jagannath before. Then he started offering various prayers to Lord Jagannath. So when then Lord Jagannath, being very satisfied, he said, "Why are you worried? As long as I am with you, you need not fear anyone or everything. As long as I have Sudarshana in my hand, my devotees are most powerful and are well protected." Then being satisfied, Lord put his lotus feet on the head of Paramesti, and immediately his hunchback disappeared and he became very beautiful person like a Gandharva. Then Paramesti was holding onto the lotus feet of the Lord and he was could not speak. Then Lord vanished from there. He went to the house of the Muslim king. The king was sleeping and he was in a deep sleep. Then the Lord appeared to him and said, "O foolish, ignorant king, I gave you this portion, yet you are unaware of this. You have punished my devotee for giving me a simple pillow. Everything in this universe belongs to me. He simply returned what my position is. Did he give me your father's property or what? Now I order you immediately to release him from the prison house. Fall at his feet and worship him. If you do not do this, I will finish you along with your entire family. I will cut you to all pieces." And Lord took a whip and started whipping the king's back. So after whipping him, Lord Jagannath disappeared from the palace. Because the king was heavily being whipped, he got up from the sleep with heavy pain and he started shouting and crying. He thought it was a dream. But when he saw the red marks of the whip on his back and body, he understood that it was not an ordinary dream. The king thought, who could have possibly done it? Whether he must be God. Did he come here to teach me a lesson? Did he do this for his dear devotee? If this is so, if I delay in carrying out his orders, then I will be in great trouble. Early the next morning, king went to the prison house, personally unlocked the cell door. King went and fell down at his feet and begged forgiveness. Then he offered him a flower garland, chandana, he decorated him and he gave him many beautiful garments, ornaments and all. Then he put a turban on his head as a respect, and with humility the king said, "You are very fortunate and you are blessed. With utmost sincerity I request you to become our family guru." Then king took him to his palace and gave him an opportunity to continually worship Lord Jagannath without any obstacle. So in this way, Paramesti till the end of his life was serving the Lord. After that he went back home, back to Godhead. The whole context here is Lord is ready to serve, Lord ready to protect his devotees at any cost. He is ready to do all these things to prove that he is there for his devotees. So let us take shelter of that Lord and pray for his mercy so that we all also can go back home, back to Godhead by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada in this very life itself.
Jagannath Balabhadra Subhadra Chakra Rupine Daru Brahma Swarupaya Chaturdha Murtaye Namaha.